All right, welcome back to CK Creations. Today we're in the shop and we just finished the lower part of the body on the Model 1 with the CNC machine. So that's done and sitting off to the side. So now I'm getting ready to join two pieces of maple so I can make the top. And I get my maple from Kimball Hardwood down in the south someplace. He always sends me really good maple. It's got a real nice flame to it. If you can see all the lines going this way, the tiger stripes. Highly sought after by guitar players. So we got a nice two pieces of wood. And now we're getting ready to join them together to make the top. So they're coming two pieces. I identified how I want to orient the guitar like this, and I drew it on there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to book match them like this, and I'm going to use this device right here to make that edge nice and straight so that it joins together nicely and there's no gap in there. So what this machine is it's not a machine, it's just a device, and it's a piece of tempered glass on the bottom so it's perfectly straight that I glued some sandpaper to using sticking sandpaper. So now it's a perfectly straight and flat piece of sandpaper glued on top of a perfectly flat and straight piece of tempered glass. This is the fence that makes sure it's square and straight. So now what I do is I take the book matched pieces of maple, put them on this device, and I rub it back and forth. This edge was pretty darn good to begin with, so it's not going to take too terribly much. And indeed, it makes a really nice seam, no gaps, and I think we're ready to glue the pieces together and put them on the bottom in order to make this the top. And then we'll have a nice piece of flame maple for the top of our alder body. But before I do that, I'm actually going to walk out to the sunlight, and I'm going to hold the pieces up to the sun, and that'll give me an even better perspective on how tight the gap is. But I won't bore you with that part. So that's how I join my maple tops. Thanks. Okay, so earlier we put a nice edge on the two pieces of maple so that they would join together nicely. I then ran them through the sander that you can kind of see in the background over there, a belt drum sander, so that I made sure they were the thickness that I needed and that they were straight and true on the surfaces. And so that now we're ready to glue up. So what we're going to do is we've got the clamp set up. We got our parchment paper down. For those of you that know that I like using hide glue, well, today we're going to do something a little different. We're using pre-manufactured, pre-mixed hide glue called Old Brown Glue. The company Old Brown Glue. And it's hide glue that's already combined and ready to go. It's supposed to have a little bit longer work time. It doesn't lock up as fast as the regular hide glue that I use. So we're going to give it a try. It's sitting in a water bath right now inside my little crock pot. And when using my laser temperature, it's right at 135, which is the ideal temperature for hide glue. So it's ready to go. So I'm going to glue these edges, put them down in the clamps, clamp them together, make sure they're straight, and call it good. So here we go. Got my indexing marks lined up. Okay, and that's good. All right. Once it's glued up, I'll probably run it one more time through the belt, the drum sander, get rid of any the glue, and to make sure that they're in plane. But for right now, we're gluing them together and have a few thousand still to work with. So good to go.